Welcome to Barbell Brigade. I'm Alex.
I'm Gio.
And Alex always tries to kiss me.
Hi.
No.
So, today's topic is, should you have a coach?
Yes.
Yes.
Hell
You know what's funny? But
yeah.
I feel like everyone should have a coach, and it doesn't have to be as official as like hiring someone and being like, yo, I'm gonna pay you X amount of dollars so you can teach me and train me. Like, yeah, in a perfect scenario, perfect world, that's always the best because you want to train with someone that's way more knowledgeable and has way more expertise than you do. But what do we do when we hang out with our friends that know a little bit more than us? Like, they kind of become our coach.
Yeah.
I mean, like, unofficial coach, but they're the ones like guiding us through it. So I feel like, yes, that already answers your
True.
question, right?
I think
No, you go ahead because I love you.
I think I'm like right in the middle of it. I think I'm in the middle of it. Like, it's either yes or no. I say no to people that become very dependent on them. Do you know what I mean? Like, I know a lot of beginners, like, without doing the research themselves, trying to figure certain things out, they just go, no, like, I'm starting, like, I need a coach. Like, and I've seen that happen. Like, people just become so dependent on their coach. Like, once they don't have that coach, they just like, I don't know what to do anymore. They just give up. So I think in that sense, it's not the right method to go. I think you should do as much research as you possibly can on your own. Try it out on your own. You know, have friends come with you, but don't become too dependent on that coach.
Yeah.
And then on behalf of yes, if you're kind of like, man, I've been training for a long time now. I've kind of looked at everything that I possibly could. I think I need like a tutor. I think I need to improve, take it to the next step, to the next level. Like, I need to like plateau my bench if it's at 25s for like 5 years and I'm still using 25s on the bench. Then yeah, you need a coach.
Fuck, that sucks.
I feel like you always need somebody to kind of give it that outside like feedback and that view, because like it's hard to see the things that you're doing like either improperly or incorrectly. It doesn't matter whether you're a beginner or you're advanced. Like, it's good to have somebody to hold you accountable, and I think that's the most important part, because sometimes you get lazy. Like, sometimes I train by myself or sometimes with my girlfriend, and I coach her, and it's hard to hold myself accountable sometimes, as opposed to like training with a big group and it's just like everybody screaming at you, or like sometimes like you give me feedback on my bench or you give me feedback on my squat, and it's just like you're always being coached, believe it or not, like especially when you're with a group, and it's very beneficial because it's also like motivation, accountability, you know, hugeness, sexiness, and all that.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely agree with what you're saying in terms of like, you know, your viewpoints, how like it's like opposite spectrums, and you're like, I can understand this and understand this, but yeah, I feel like you should never be dependent on anything where it's like you just, once it's gone, then you're completely helpless.
Like, what am I doing now?
Yeah,
People freak out, I think.
Yeah, and I always think it's really important for you to kind of like put yourself in different groups or just around different people that know more than you in just different areas of fitness. And I think just in life in general. So I try to train with like you guys, and I learn so much from you guys in terms of like intensity, you know, form, like a bunch of stuff all the time. But then I also put myself in more female circles, because then we're built a little bit more similarly than I am with you guys. And there's things that you guys try to explain to me that I'm like, fuck, okay, I think I get it in theory, but then I apply and I'm like, that doesn't feel right. But then when I talk to the girls about the exact same thing, then they're like, oh, it's because of this, or your hip, or, you know, your boobs are in the way. And it's like, oh, okay, I get it, 'cause you understand me. So I think it's always important to like just take coaching advice just from different people.
True.
Unless you see them and they're doing some really fucked up shit, then just be like, I'm good, bro. Thank you.
Dudes, homie. You don't know me.
Yeah.
You don't pay my bills. You
But
don't know
I
my
think
life.
most important is if you get a coach, the coach should not always. A good coach to me is a coach that will teach you and like kind of make you independent.
How would you pick a coach though?
Oh, true.
You know what I mean? Like, they teach you the methodologies.
True.
Yeah.
They teach you the methodologies, and they're like, all right, here, go.
You do some coaching yourself too, no?
Yeah, NapoleonStrength@gmail.com. But I think if they teach you like, hey, you could do this, like for instance, like your macro dieting or whatever, they teach you the methods and like, hey, I gave you all my tips.
Like tools.
Yeah, go ahead and go out there and be somebody, you know? Be somebody.
Be somebody.
But unless you're like Lou and they just become dependent on Lou, then
Hey, I teach my people how to fly away and spread their wings.
let us know. Do you guys think you guys should have a coach at all times or not?
Or nah.
Or not?
I'm flying. When I was like doing physique, I would do
You did
anything.
physique?
Yeah, I know.
Really?
Yeah, that's why go to his Instagram.
Look at-
Look at his default pic.
Look at my chest.
Oh yeah, that was like
That's his
10 years
prime.
ago
That's
though.
his prime.
Yeah. Then he just let himself go.
Yeah, lift up your shirt. You were about to. I saw.
Nah!
That's it.
You
Why
were
you guys
about
making
to.
fun of me?
Did you used to do
Get back on topic.